What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. This is for entertainment purposes only, and if you're new here, I'm a new trader, just sharing my trading journey with you because yeah, I'm a new trader. So more than likely, if you're a new trader, you're running into the same problems that I am, and we need to figure out how to power through them and master this. And the only way to do that is to just keep doing it. So we got to keep at it. And I apologize, I would like to put out more videos, and it's been crazy, like insanely busy. So me personally, I try to watch everything, all the news, multiple sources, piece things together for myself, read the writing on the wall, and I would imagine that most people, it looks like most people are starting to see it, looking at these convoys that are happening, not just in one country, but like a lot of countries. It's like the masses are starting to be like, hey, this isn't right. We shouldn't be doing this. Why are they forcing us to do things we don't want to do? So hopefully that's the case, but I don't want to get caught with my pants down, so I'm just trying to get after it. So I did my taxes this week, and actually I was able to use some of my losses. You know, I'm down a little bit in Forex, but I was able to write that off as a loss for the year. So I went from getting next to nothing for a return to a nice return this year for taxes. And now if I make money, great. That'll be awesome. I also melted down some copper bars, more. Sitting at a little over 200 pounds of just copper bars. This is cash money. And Uncle Sam, you can't have none. That's what I say. But anyways, I had a good week this week. GBP Swiss franc. I made $550 this week, trading the same thing over and over and over again. And I think part of it was because I was so busy, like during work, after work, weekends, just working crazy hours. I was not obsessing over the charts. I placed my order, and when my phone beeped, it beeped. If it didn't, then I didn't check it. I would check Forex in the morning and at night. That was it, 2 times a day. Check it twice, that was it. So GBP Swiss franc on Sunday, I set an order between this wick here and this wick here, right in the middle, right about there. And if you look to the right, over here, look at that. I mean, generally speaking, that was pretty good. We hit it here, we hit it here, we hit it here, and we hit it here. Even though this one went up pretty far. But Sunday, I had my order sitting there, price came up, triggered my order, and it pushed down and made this candle right here. So none of this was here. The only thing I could see was this candle, this wick. Then I saw this wick, and I'm like, wait a minute. This looks like we're gonna start forming a channel up. So I drew a line from this point to this point and stretched it through. And for the rest of the week, I tried to trade from where I had my order to this line, or as close as I could. So I got in here, and then I got out on this candle the first day, then back in. Then you can see this arrow, out, made some money there, back in, out, and then back in again, and out again on Friday, which Friday was the biggest haul, 160 something bucks. But altogether, right here this week, 550 bucks, just jumping in and out of one thing, just correcting upwards. Nice. So maybe, I mean, this is nice, just trading the correction. So GBP Swiss franc actually breached this this trend line at the end of the day on Friday. So I couldn't see this on my phone. If I had seen this on my phone, I probably would have just held. Because I got in originally from up here, rode that down, got out, got back in and out, in and out, in and out. So pretty much I've made money from here to where we are right now. So, I mean, if we end up getting back in and it goes back up, then we lose everything that we've made. But we've just breached this trend line. I figured either we were going to breach this one or this one. We were kind of coming to a head. We had to go one way. Is this a fake break? Is it going to go back in? I don't know. But I'm going to see what happens when price opens, because it looks like, from what I see on the 4-hour chart, we had high, 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 and then right before we breached the trend line, price shot all the way up, breached all these highs, almost touched this trend line, and then boom, punched through. So this looks like it's possibly came back for the retest. We got a nice wick there. So potentially this is going to go lower this week, and maybe I should get back in this, you know, right when price opens, like I never got out, and leave my stop where I had my stop, you know, above the last weekly swing high. But I'm just gonna kind of play this by ear and see what happens when the market opens. Aussie, New Zealand. Price came very, very close, man. Look at this. Oh my God. This is a few pips, man. Let's go back to the daily. So, yeah, on the weekly chart, we have a 382 pin bar, bearish candle action, but it didn't touch. That's the thing, it did not touch this area. I wonder if it touched this one. No, it didn't even hit that one. So either way, yeah, I'm not interested until we reach. I mean, it's like negligible at this point, but I wish I had gotten in. I didn't. But here's the thing. Looking at this trend that we've been following, we have not broken structure here. I mean, I don't consider this a swing low. This is an advanced pullback. This is the last swing low. We have not broken structure. This is still structured to the upside as of right now, so I'm gonna hold firm and just keep my order right where it is unless we breach this trend line and close below it. Then maybe I missed my opportunity. You know, who knows? Maybe we'll get a head and shoulders pattern. We have shoulder, you know, then we have head here. If we come down and breach this low and then come back up to shoulder, you know, maybe my entry will be moved down to here. But, you know, again, I think we need to see it play out, see what happens when price opens. But either way, yeah, I want to start getting in this soon. Aiming to the downside for a nice, like, this is going to be a hold. But I want to make sure I get in where I want to get in and then hold. I don't want to jump in because I see, oh my God, it's starting to go my way. Because that's bit me in the ass many times. So I'm just going to leave it, be patient, and see what happens. So we got those two going. USD Mexican peso actually broke a weekly swing low, oddly enough. So it seems like we have buying pressure from this trend line, and this is a very hard area of resistance to get through, which is the yearly or 6-month level of resistance here. Seems like a tough one. And, you know, what if, I mean, look, I mean, this is held. It's held here, it held here. And we're struggling, but we're coming to like a point where it's got to go one way or the other. So I'm going to be watching this because, A, if this line holds, then we might be going down for a bit. I'll try to maybe short this down. or wait, because long term, this thing's been bullish. Long term, this has been going up and up and up and up. But obviously there is, you know, these pullbacks. So, I mean, if we can get a nice pullback on the yearly like this, like, hell yeah, get in. I'm sniffing around for a nice long term, just get in and let it go for a long, long time. But I just don't want to have my timing wrong, and I'm just being cautious. Because it seems like everything is kind of at that crossroads point. Like GBPUSD also. Looking at this on the 6-month chart, right? I've probably said this many times, but this yearly level here, you know, we came down, we held, came all the way down, then we breached, and then we held. See this? I mean, we held this line perfectly. 2021, and now here we are. And now let's see where we're at. This is that line. You know, we were above, then we went below, and now it's like this is the line in the sand. So I think, to me, I'm bullish as long as we're above this line, and I'm bearish if we're below this line. And I just don't see anything here from me right now. Yeah, because it's spinning top. Don't know. I'm gonna just let that one go. But like I was saying, USD Mexican peso is breaking swing lows, but USDCAD did not. I probably should have held this. You know, I was in from down here somewhere. We had, you know, you can probably remember back to, we had this 382 pin bar on the weekly, made the move up, and now it's kind of just correcting down, which is bullish. But this almost looks like it might be, no, that's a correction down. I was gonna say descending triangle, possibly. No. But either way, this looks like a move up, correction down, and it's starting to look bullish. So I set an order down here at this low, seeing if possibly before they shoot the market up, that they would come down, stop people out, grab liquidity, and then go. So I want to be part of that liquidity when we go up. So I'm just throwing out a feeler here, see if that'll get tripped, and see if that'll go. So Euro New Zealand, basically I haven't really been watching the Mentor too much because I don't know, I don't have time, and I kind of want to see these things for myself. But sometimes I get to a point where, you know, it's nice to go and watch someone else and maybe grab some ideas. And definitely this was part of his idea, but he never even mentioned that this looks like a head and shoulders on the monthly chart. Shoulder, head, we have bullish swing break, and now price is coming back down into shoulder. So I actually kind of fine-tuned it on the weekly chart to this level here on the weekly, because we have way more touches there, and that's where my order is sitting, with stop loss below these little swing lows here. I don't know if that is a bad idea or not, or if I need to have my stop below the head. But to me, that's too much risk, and I would have to put little to no money in here, which let's say 10,000. So that would be, well, that might be better to do that. Keep my stop loss down there, only do 10,000 units, and and see what happens when we reach this level. And then if I get, you know, if it comes down and we get a weekly bullish candle action or something, you know, then maybe I can throw down some more or something. But yeah, that's another trade I'm looking at. EURNZD and the JPYs, a lot of them look like they are going to be possibly bearish this week, except for Swiss franc JPY. I'm not sure here because we have cup, handle, and we breached the handle line. We breached it, so I would imagine that this is going to be bullish, come up, test the rim, and if we breach the rim, then breakout. But I don't know. You know, I want to see how this plays out, because we have cup and handle on the monthly chart on GBP Swiss franc. You know, we have the cup and handle here on the monthly, and we're right here. Haven't breached that trend line yet. Looks like we breached the other one to the downside. We will see. I think this is kind of important to see these patterns and see how they play out on different time frames, on different, you know, this is how I think you learn the most, is just being here, doing it, and seeing these things all the time. So EURJPY, again, like it looks like things are setting up to be bearish this week. USDJPY just double topped, so yeah, potentially bearish. But EURJPY made this big bullish move up, and now it's correcting downwards. This is a channel down or a bull flag, which channel downs usually break to the upside. So we are in a channel down, and if these normally break to the upside, then I want to be getting in at the bottom of the channel. I think it's worth the risk. So I went and drew these channel lines. Again, don't know why. Mentor does not like trend lines, but whatever. I do. And I was trying to gauge, like, okay, well, if this comes down and hits this trend line, are we near a major level of support or resistance? Oh, look at that. Look at this. Big monthly level there. Big one. Go to the weekly chart, dude. Oh my God. Respect, respect, respect all over the place. This is a big, big level. So if EURJPY, and who knows, maybe I might even try to short this down this week. We will see. But I'm definitely, my order's sitting there. My order's sitting right there at this monthly level, aiming to the upside. Yeah, my target would be the top of the channel at least, if not even more. But yeah, that's gonna sit there until it gets triggered, and we'll see what happens. And Euro, I don't know if I went over EURUSD, but EURUSD I see a head and shoulders. Head and shoulders on the weekly chart. Shoulder, head, bullish swing break, and there's my order sitting right there at shoulder. Stop loss below the head, aiming to the upside. And even if this head and shoulders pattern doesn't hold, they usually at least go back to there. And if it doesn't hold, it'll just go back down. But more than likely, we'll at least get that. So I'm going for that, but I want to see how, you know, what kind of candle we get once we hit that area. If it looks really, really bullish, I might drag it up, see what happens. So as far as the Bitcoin goes, you know, Bitcoin itself, like I've been saying, I mean, we have a swing break here. It's still looking rather bearish. I noticed on SHIB, though, SHIB looks like potentially, and I don't know how this works with Bitcoin, but this kind of looks like a cup and handle pattern here on the SHIB. So we have this channel going down, right? So we have cup. Let's we've got the rim right there. And then let's just do a measured move. If we yeah, so I mean we could go up to the 45 range, but you know, it's bouncing down this channel down, which channel downs are usually bullish. So if we breach this this handle trend line down to the upside, we'll go and test this rim, and if we get a breach there, then we get a breakout. So potentially this is something to look at in the cryptos if you're into that kind of thing. Right now I'm not interested. I'm trying to wait for the bottom, and I still think we're not there yet. So MetLife is starting to roll over, which if you're looking to get in to MetLife, because I think MetLife's going to do pretty good for the coming years anyway. So there's this level here. You know, this was resistance 1, 2, 3. Then we breached. You know, we came down and hit this this trend line, off to the races. Now it's heading back down to this trend line. So I mean, I may even add on. We'll see how it goes. I don't want to put too much money, but I may add a little bit more into MetLife, because this thing has been doing good, and it's not like it's making me a ton of money, but it's consistent. It's easy, it's slow, it's just slow growth, nothing crazy, it's not too like volatile. So yeah, I'm a fan there. And GLDG, honestly, I do see a head and shoulders here. We have shoulder, head, you know, swing break, and we're coming up to shoulder on the daily. Monthly, you know, this looked kind of bullish, but sold off pretty hard. And on the weekly chart, we have 382, 382. I don't know. 2 382 pin bar reversals, looking like it's gonna go down. Then it started going up. I don't know. Potentially, this is going to head back down and hit this trend line. We hit it here, went up. Hit it here, went up, and it's like it's on its descent. We haven't really. This may come back down to this trend line. So if it does, it is what it is. I'm gonna hold this. I'm holding my original position, and if it comes down to this trend line, I will add on to my position. But I am not getting out of this until we reach, you know, something crazy, or unless we breach this trend line and it looks bad, then possibly take a loss, but I don't see that happening. And CEI is yeah, still, we're about 20 something cents away from being filled on this, but this thing has been just going super slow. So I'm gonna wait. But yeah, anyways, that's it for this one, guys. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one next Sunday. Get after it.